Hey everyone, Gnarlash here. Welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We are playing as Pachacuti in the Nepalese Empire on Deity difficulty. And in our last episode, we started getting our explorers online, and I'm thinking we might try and push for a cultural victory. I'm pretty sure since the last time we tried, they did update the number of artifacts. I don't remember it being 15. I feel like it was less, but I'm not certain. So in any case, we're looking at this route potentially, and then probably an economic victory as like the plan B. And I'm not certain it's going to be that easy, only because I'm looking at Hatshepsut's culture and Napoleon's culture, and they're pretty high up there in terms of their yields. Their happiness as well, so they're going to be landing a lot of celebrations, I feel like. So while they have been friendly to us, now we're kind of looking at, well, what would be our contingency plan if they start pulling ahead, right? We don't really have the military to fight them. We'd have to pivot pretty hard if we wanted to go into military at this point. So I'm not sure what we're going to do to sort of counteract what they're doing, but we will see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see how we can make that work. Also, we are befriending some city-states. So if we hop over... Oh, no, that was it right there. So we're working on befriending 5. And I also forgot that you only have a city-state befriended for 60 turns, which is a while, but it's not forever. So I don't know what happens after that. I've never seen somebody befriend a city-state and then lose it. Or like the time expires and like what happens to that city-state. So that is something that we will have to consider as we are spending our influence, because we do have 115 influence per turn, which is higher than anybody else. So hopefully we can sort of use that to our advantage. And yeah, I'm not really sure. We'll kind of see how this plays out. Yeah. So if you do find yourself enjoying this one, go ahead and hit that like button, helps the channel out massively. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Interesting. So Isabella declared war on Hatshepsut. That is very interesting. I don't think Isabella really stands a chance, but I'm not really sure how that's going to go. We do have a narrative choice here. We're going to take the 600 culture for sure. We have some growth in Alabama, so we don't necessarily need the happiness right now, but the mountains do have a lot of production on them. So I think that's what we're going to end up going for anyway. Could also go for a specialist, but nothing is really major right now, so I think we want the production. Okay, and then Choctaw has some production. We can throw down a grocer. We have a 15 production ironworks we can throw down somewhere. We can throw it down with the city park. I think that's probably fine. And then we don't have to overbuild anything. So we'll do that. Now, when we use this, so activate on a mountain tile within 5 tiles of one of your settlement city centers. The mountain is improved immediately with the Highland Power Station. If the mountain is outside of your borders, a path of tiles is claimed back to the settlement. Okay. So all of these mountains are actually in our borders right now, so we don't have to worry about that. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, so we can actually claim, interesting. So if we moved here to claim this, we can actually claim it even though it's outside of our borders. I want to try that first. That's very interesting to me. Okay, so we have our first trader available to us, and this is what we're essentially going to do for, what's it called? Our factory resources. This is how we're going to get all of those online, and based on our trade routes that we set up last age, I think we should be in really good shape. So we have some silk here that we'll put in. Wait, what does this say? 6 culture in the capital, 3 in any other city. So let's put this in the capital, and then we have some sugar. And I guess we don't. These are all happiness. So yeah, let's see. Sugar's a bonus resource. We could throw it in one of the towns, unless the towns are all full, and we won't throw it into a town. I guess Chickasaw is not full, so we'll throw it in there. Okay. All right, so we made it down here, so we can start excavating this artifact, and then we're producing more stuff. These guys are kind of coming over here. Are we befriending Mali? We are not. Or Malay. I think we might be able to get some endeavors online, though. So 6 food per turn in towns, 12 gold per turn. So let's see. I don't think we want to do that with Hatshepsut. I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but she is the farthest ahead. So who is she friendly with? She's allied with Napoleon, friendly with Trungtrak. Interesting. They must have been allied then. Let's actually offer Trungtrak a farmer's market. Excellent. Yeah, we want to get our endeavors online next because we do have a lot of city-states being befriended. And we don't really want to overextend on that front. We were attacked? Okay, so there's natural history mastery. Oh, all right, well, we do have a lot of income. We can actually just buy a cannon here. So that's fine. Not really what we wanted to do, but oh, Napoleon wants to denounce us. Really? We are poor influence from being able to shrug that off. I wonder why. We are positive with him though, so it only brings us to -50, but he could still declare war on us. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's put our yields on. I'm wondering if that means we're going to need to sort of beef up some military anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can do to counteract this. So let's actually claim this. Oh, so it does claim that for us. And it puts the power station on there. Looks like a dam, kind of. Okay, well, that's kind of cool, but which city does this go to? So that goes to Cusco. So Cusco just got a 9 production tile. And dude, does this guy have like charges or something? He just kind of goes around and just does that. That's crazy. Just goes to different mountains and just builds those things. That's actually really good. And puts how much culture on it? I didn't see 3 culture. At least in that case. I don't know if it's different. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave that to the end of the turn to see if we can do anything about that. All right, in terms of what's next, I think we go for this wonder if we can. Oh no, we want living standards. We go for modernization next. Okay. City-state bonus. So we don't want the open air museum. Culture buildings receive 1 culture for every city-state you are suzerain of. Okay, that's not too bad. Could also receive an artifact. Could grab a social policy slot. How many more cultural city-states are we befriending? Pretty sure there's at least 1 more. I don't remember. Can we find out on here? Wait, look at all the war. So we have 2 city-states under our belts. So this is... I can't tell from this screen. I feel like there should be more information on these screens. Like, how are you supposed to know? Right? Yeah. So I think 1 is this one. So that's Mandalay. And then the other one... So we have that one already. That's the one we just got. It must have been one of these, right? This is the other one we're befriending. So there's 1 more cultural one that we can grab an artifact from. Oops, I keep clicking on that. That's not what I want to click on. I want this one. So we're going to grab... Yeah, we don't want that. Let's grab Monthon. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything we can do to sort of get Napoleon off our back, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So what we might start doing is buying cannons. It might not be a bad idea to have a cannon in each city. Or I guess maybe these should have boats. Yeah, boats are usually a little bit better. Yeah, maybe we'll hold off on that for now. I guess we might as well just take this. We'll accept the denouncement. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Although if we ally with Hatshepsut, then we won't have to worry about Napoleon getting on our case. So, could always try to do that. Okay. There's another war declaration. So that was Friedrich against Napoleon. Interesting. Is he allied with... He's hostile with them. He's at war with both of them now. That's kind of crazy. Friedrich doesn't really have anything left though, yeah. They don't really have a strong empire, so they won't... I don't think they'll last. So let's have you move here. Yeah, now we can actually see this. That looks really cool. Nice. Okay, so you can fire on this guy now. That's a decent amount of damage. Okay, let's actually get some cannons in these settlements. Oh, Sherpas are only 75 gold. What? All right, we need to have a Sherpa over here in Alabama doing stuff. Just buy it outright. Okay, and then now we can get some cannons up. So Machu Picchu, let's grab you a cannon. It's gonna hurt our gold income a little bit, but we're probably also gonna want some boats. Because I'm thinking if they come over here with boats, then it's definitely gonna be a little tough. Yeah, let's get some ship of the lines as well to make sure we are defended. Yeah, because then the ships can actually bombard or attack the navy. Yeah, perhaps these should have been ships instead of cannons. But that could be okay. Kind of just depends on what we want. So Trunk Track has joined communism. Okay, we have production in this settlement. We can throw down a schoolhouse. Also throw down a 20 food grocer. This city actually doesn't have that much food because it's only connected to 2 settlements. Now, if we built a settlement here, would that connect our settlements? I don't know. Yeah, because like I don't know what the range is or why So it's connected to Sausa and Chucuito, which are these two here. But I think this one's just a little too far away. So I think we do need to settle this. So let's actually produce a settler. And then we'll settle this island here. Now you... Oh, so it takes time to recharge the action. All right, well, we'll just have you wait then, because there's literally nothing else that we need you to do. Okay, so let's move you here and make a power station. Nice. And then you can fire. Perfect. You will go on alert. I want this cannon actually to come to Kansa. And then we're actually going to just buy a boat up here, because I would rather have boats in these settlements. And then the cannons, I mean, this one's fine, but like in most of these settlements, I'd rather have boats if possible. There's actually a field gun here. That's kind of crazy. And then in terms of our influence, so you like us. That's good. I think we just push for a relationship with Trungtrak. She's neutral with everybody. Hostile with Friedrich. Could give open markets to Hatshepsut. Yeah, we kind of want the relationship, because if we're allied with Hatshepsut, maybe Napoleon doesn't declare war on us. And if Napoleon declares war on us, then Hatshepsut declares war on us, and that would be not amazing. So if you move over there, you can move in and go on alert. Okay, so how's our artifact doing? Okay, so there's military science. Now we can fire on this guy. He's gone. We have growth in Kathmandu. Now I think we go for this specialist slot here. Yeah, it looks like that one. So then we don't lose the happiness. Although we can afford to lose the happiness now. So yeah, let's actually grab this tile, because we do want the science. Now in terms of our tech, Opera House is looking pretty good. Although we do want the laboratory probably as well. So also, where are factories? Is this where factory is? Factory is here. So we want factory first. Unfortunately, that gives us like the least utility, because it requires us to get combustion and industrialization. That does give us the rail station. I mean, I guess having a more advanced military isn't bad. Yeah, maybe that's okay for now. I don't know if getting the lab first would be better. Let's get the lab first, then we'll go toward mass production. Okay, so you just produced an explorer. Let's have you produce some merchants, I think. Let's have you produce a bunch of merchants. And then in Choctaw, we could build you a port, and that'll give you some more resource slots as we get these merchants going. Could also build a military academy. I think the port is probably fine. So let's build that. Okay, you are waiting. You can move to your next destination and wait. Now, there is one more artifact in our orange territory. Okay, so let's move up that way. I don't know if that's it. Where's our guy? It looks like it might be. Okay, that works for me. Let's have you move in here and go on alert. Okay, we can improve trade relations with Trungtrak. Maybe we'll wait until we have more merchants available though. Okay, there's modernization. We will absolutely change some policies now. So we have gift economy here, which is not as great. This will leave in here. It doesn't tell us the impact, but as long as we have people trading with us, that should be pretty good. Although maybe we leave gift economy because we're going to be getting a lot more traders up. So let's actually get rid of Kolka and let's throw living standards in. Perfect. That is huge. Oh, we got our artifact. Amazing. So that's good. So let's see. We have one. Jose has two. Okay. We'll roll with it. Now for Alabama, I think we grab more mountains. Excellent. And Wokawaman. These are all the same, mostly. So we do have this one here that gives production. That just converts to a gold. So not a huge priority. Okay, and then do we want this? Not really. It's not a huge priority. I guess, I think we're going to go for this one. Oh, interesting. Gift Gurkha action, which grants a Gurkha to another civilization. All receives 10 relationship with them and 5 culture. For the current relationship level with them. Can only be done with friendly or helpful civilizations. Interesting. That is kind of cool. Okay, we'll have you wait. We'll have you wait. Okay, so you... Let's take a look at Trungtrak, because she had some decent ones. That's 2 factory resources there. We do want to get a relationship up with Hatshepsut, though. So let's send this over there. Okay, so Hatshepsut is friendly with us. Okay. And then in terms of our other stuff, we didn't buy a boat down here. Okay, let's get a boat here. Nice. Also, just like looking for mountains. Oh, she settled there. Well, that is not great. I mean, to be fair, we had all game to settle here. Now, who is she allied with? She's allied with Jose. We don't really want to go to war with Jose. I think... I'm thinking about getting another army commander over here just to have it. Because we have 3 at our home base here. But I'm not sure. Tobacco, we can kind of just throw... I guess we'll just throw it in Choctaw because it's the lowest production of our cities. We do have a decent amount of factory resources, which is cool. Okay, now you... So there's no artifacts there. There's that wonder. It says that there's some in the blue area. Oh, she's got explorers at both of those sites already. Okay, well, I'm not sure how you compete with the AI here. So I think we send you up this way. That's far though, 15 turns. And then can we buy an explorer here? 3,000 gold. That would be a lot faster, that's for sure. Okay, you go on alert. Yeah, I think we're just gonna buy an explorer over here and then try to do something with it. I would like to... I don't know how we're going to connect these cities now, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to without taking that city out. I wonder if that's the play. And I don't really want to go to war with Jose. He's not the most powerful, that's for sure, but I feel like we're missing out on a lot of potential here because of this settlement not being connected. Though it is interesting that this settlement is not connected either to this one here. Yeah, that is just unfortunate, really. Okay, Saivash, we will have you build another Sherpa. Okay, you can claim this, so let's do that. Very cool. You can't do anything yet. Okay, now you... Yeah, we could have you go to the... I guess we have you go over here and try. Yeah, because it looks like once... the AI has dug up an artifact, it goes away. Like, you can't... that's not what I wanted. How do I deselect this guy? Okay. Yeah, it looks like once they dig up an artifact, but she didn't... Oh, maybe she has them, but doesn't have the place to put them. Well, that's a little silly. Alright, who has the best stuff? Probably Trung Track at this point. But we could leverage Hatshepsut to get an alliance with her. So let's do that. Because we don't have factories up right now anyway, so factory resources are kind of whatever. So let's grab this, we'll confirm that, and then we have this wine that we can put in our capital. And that should have given us more relationship with her. Perfect. And if we can get an alliance with Napoleon, if he declares war, then maybe she won't. Okay, you go on alert. Yeah, I mean, we're going to build the settler, but I mean, we could settle here. It would not be the best settlement, that's for sure, but maybe it'll get our stuff connected. I don't really know, but I would like this city to be connected. We got some flooding. Probably not a big deal, though. Let's repair all that stuff. Our fleet commander got hit. Let's have you heal. Let's have you heal. All right. Our city-state is friendly with us now. Chuquito, what do you have for us? I'm going to grab that happiness. Farm tile. I think that is the play. Could grab this one, too. Let's do that. And then Ayaviri. We can actually grab the fish, I think, is the play. Just to have that online. And then Saivash has growth. I think we're just on specialist duty here. Yeah, and we actually don't have specialists currently in the settlement. Interesting. We can put a specialist here. However, I mean, it is by the mountains, so we don't take the happiness penalty, but we have some happiness to spare. So do we have... We actually don't have a schoolhouse here? I thought we did. Oh, it's up here, but nothing else is on this tile. 2.5 science. Is that really worth it? Maybe once we put the lab here, it will be. So let's do that. Then Choctaw. I think we're going to grab these mountain tiles. Or we can throw in these really beefy specialists, actually. Do we need more production? I feel like we kind of do. Yeah, we're going to grab production. Okay, Saivash built us a Sherpa, so that's good. Could put down the military academy. I don't think we have 175 production here. I don't think we need that. The military academy anyway. Oh, you know what? We never built Oxford University. This whole time we researched it and I never built it. That feels a little bad. So we lose food here, but I think that's fine. It should give adjacency to, well, I don't know if the ageless buildings get adjacency bonus from wonders. But this is probably the city to put it in if we can still manage it. How many turns for you? 7. Yeah, because you can build it in 5. So let's do that. Just put it on that farm. Yeah, completely forgot that we wanted to get that just for the tech boost since we're going to be behind in science. Savasha's growth. Oh, because we just displaced the farm. That's right. So let's do that again. Now his happiness here now is 16.2. Still good. We do have fish. And I guess we can put the fish in here because we're really lacking on the growth because we can't connect this settlement. So I feel like that is fine. You can move here and you'll just hang out. You can move here. And now we can actually grab another trade route with Hatshepsut and have you trade with her again. So this time we'll actually grab the whales. I think the horses, horses might just be happiness actually, but it gives us access to that tea as well that we're going to be looking for. So let's send that over. So whales go into capital. Perfect. This can actually be taken out of there. Awesome. Okay, and what is our relationship looking like now? 55. And then how's Napoleon's denouncement going? It is going, that is for sure. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. And we have, 30% production towards constructing factory. I mean, I'll take it. Now, in terms of artifacts, can we see them there? No, we actually have to click on Explorer. Research ruins at universities or museums? What? Oh, hegemony. I keep clicking on that. I need to be able to deselect these guys. So in order to find more, we need to research all the way back there. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about being able to get these artifacts. That's kind of tough. That is pretty tough. Oh, I wanted to spend some gold actually. Whoops. I got too caught up in the artifacts. Okay, Hatshepsut, how are we looking? Or I might have to just grab another trade route with you. Okay, we have 12 turns for a port. Let's get a schoolhouse down. We can throw the schoolhouse, and we can put it right here and build over this stuff. Or we can put it up here, or we can put it back here. Don't think it matters. So let's throw it down here. And then you are waiting. You are building. Okay, you are moving and then waiting. Okay, trunk track. Let us get another trade route with you. And we'll grab this one. Perfect. Let's throw this into Choctaw, and that's all good then. These are just happiness, right? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now this settler, we could just throw down a settlement here and see if that connects us. So like if it's based on the fishing key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know if it goes around the water, if it cares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I had this settlement here and build a fishing key here, if it lets me, it probably should let me. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I guess we can try it. I mean, there's not much space left to build settlements. So yeah, just kind of looking around. I mean, I guess we do have here that we could settle still if we really wanted to. Which to be fair, maybe we should. Maybe we should buy a settler. Just send it here and grab all these resources. Although, we put on the settler lens. We can't settle where we want to because Ani is here. But if we were to settle here, turn that off. Here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we still have access to everything. So is anybody befriending this? Not currently. So let's do that. Let's grab, I mean, that'll give me one factory resource. I'll also settle there. Let's grab a settler. And then here, we also wanted to buy that explorer, but I don't know if that's going to be, well, we can't buy it now. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but it's kind of crazy that the other leaders can grab all those, what's it called? All the artifacts, and then basically nobody else gets them. Yeah, seems like cultural victory is still very hard. So I don't know. Jeez. Okay, we just got attacked, but we also got more resources. So that's always good. Sausa has some growth. Don't really need the happiness, but we're going to grab one of these major happiness tiles here. Or sorry, major food tiles with happiness. So let's do that. We have a celebration. We're going to go for culture. And then, well, I don't think we have that many incoming trade routes, so we'll go civil engineering for now. And then Kathmandu has production. We can throw down a museum. I think we're going to build over the temple here. Like this, I think is 13 because of the specialists on it. I think we're going to build over the temple. How much happiness do we have here? 38. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you can grab this now. Amazing. You can't grab that yet. You're all healed up, ready to hang out. So are you. Okay, let's get... Who else is kind of happy with us? Your agenda is horrible with us. You're pretty happy with us. You're pretty happy with us. Is Jose kind of happy with us? He's... Oh, see, that's the thing though. Is Hatshepsut at war with Jose because of Isabella? Yeah. The thing is, we want to be friendly, but we don't want wars. We could start a trade route with Napoleon. That'd be a little funny. Yeah, why not? Because that'll just make his relationship better with us, and he's not gonna like that. Okay, so we're gonna want to build ports very soon. I think we can actually take this out of here. It's only 3 production. And then throw the silk in here. And then same with this, actually. Let's pull that out. Let's throw silk in here. Let's put that in there. Okay, and then fish can go here. All right, very cool. So that looks good. And you fire. That guy's almost gone. You can now move over to these mountains. Let's have you. So we don't have fresh water here, but it's definitely the best spot to settle in terms of resources, and that's kind of what we care about right now. It just means our settlement's going to grow a little bit slower, but we can certainly live with that. Now, in terms of spending our gold, we could wait until we can get some factories, but I don't know if that makes sense to do. Yeah, it's kind of tough to say because we can't really invest a ton of gold in like our towns. I mean, we can, but there's like not really a lot of infrastructure we can build that's meaningful, right? But I mean, we could upgrade our towns to cities if we want to. That is a thing that can happen. Could always build things like this ironworks. The thing is, we're gonna have explorers and then not be able to do anything with them. That's the only other issue that I'm seeing. So I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do with all this gold. Could definitely get the army commanders online that we want. Yeah, I'm not sure. Gold doesn't feel too amazing. Let's start digging up that. So we need 15 artifacts to be able to get our cultural victory path completed. That's gonna be tough. It looks like that guy's gone. Oh, he's over here now. Interesting. Or is it somewhere else? No, it was here. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. Cusco has some growth. There's a 5 production tile here. But I think we're gonna go and put down another specialist. I think this tile is still the play. Okay, and then we have some growth in this city. We can grab this 7 happiness tile and it gives us some production. We really need some production here. So let's grab that. Although now it only says 4. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see, you. Why is it not letting stuff up like it did before? It's because he's on cooldown. Alright, let's have you just head over this way then. Because Alabama's got a lot of mountains to take care of. Boom. Perfect. Okay, we could start befriending somebody else, or we could start just assimilating some of these city-states. 720 influence to do this. That is a lot of influence. Yeah, I guess this war is ongoing. Oh, okay, so we did actually manage to get the Oxford University up. So I don't know how big of a deal this is going to be, but it does give us, I think, 2 free technologies. So that is cool. And we get to see it built, which is also cool. I like the lights on this one. Okay, so we have our Nepal civic completed. So now we have this endeavor, which is pretty interesting to me. I'm not sure how that's going to work though. Like, is that a good way to get relationship across if you're getting traders or trade routes up anyway? I do want to build this wonder if we can though. Okay, so it looks like it procced electricity for us, which is kind of whatever. It also procced combustion for us, which is actually good. So I'm not too thrilled about electricity because we were already researching it. But I'm glad it gave us combustion because we need combustion to get to mass production, and that's what we need for our factories. This is another one of those games, kind of like our Hot Chips game, where I would love to go for culture, but I'm not sold on the idea that we're going to actually achieve it. So it's kind of where we are right now. Now this one, plus 3 influence on culture buildings, and then 50% influence toward initiating endeavors if you have the least amount of settlements. Otherwise, it's 20%. There's a crazy storm going on outside right now. Not sure if that came across, but it's pretty loud. Okay, we can also get all districts adjacent to the mountains receive defensive fortifications one-time effect. I don't know about that. So that's kind of nice. It's a decent amount of culture and a museum boost. I think we want to keep going here because we do need to get the hegemony, but I don't know how beneficial that's going to be in terms of getting the artifacts online though, because we're definitely going to get beaten there. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do a lot about that. 3 happiness in cities. We're going to take 3 cultures in towns because we're not having a happiness problem. We get 1 cultural attribute point. So that's kind of cool. Looks like we have 2 attribute points. It looks like that might have just been a... oh no, we have a wildcard point too. Okay, well that's kind of cool. So in terms of culture, we'll grab this one because I think we're going to have a lot of resources assigned at some point. So that's cool. And then for our wildcard point, I'm not sure what we want to do. Well, we definitely don't want to go for militaristic. We could go for the happiness. I mean, we don't need it, but it could be good. Expansionist we don't really need at this stage. Economic resource capacity could be nice. I don't know about towns though. I'm thinking we might go for the 25% science towards researching tech masteries. I think in our case this might be pretty good. I'm not sure actually. Can we tell how much science does this take? It doesn't tell us. So if we wanted to go for like this, it would shave off almost 2 turns. So I think that would be fine. Are there tech masteries that we actually want? I mean, I guess for production, some food, maybe. Interesting that you can do science to get the Manhattan Project. That was never there before. Huh. Is that still in the military legacy path? Yeah, unlock Manhattan Project. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's figure out this attribute point. I think the resource capacity in cities would be pretty nice to have, especially because we have a lot of bonuses. I think we have a lot of bonuses based on resource capacity in our policies. So it's just adjacent resources. Oh no, it's this one. But it's only, they don't even have to be slotted though, they only have to be imported. So maybe that's not even that big of a deal. Yeah, I feel like we have the most impactful attributes for us. This is kind of just a pick one, really. Okay, I think we're just gonna go for the 1 science for each resource assigned to our settlements. This will just increase as we get our ports, and I think rail stations give us 1 extra one as well. Maybe factories do. We'll just grab that because we are lacking in the science department, and we do need a little bit of science to kind of get us through this. Okay, so Alabama has some growth. We will absolutely grab these mountain tiles, get some production online, and then Cusco has production. So we have a 19 production ironworks we can build. It sounds pretty good. In this case, we have to build over the pavilion, which is not amazing. We can build over the inn. That's probably what we want to do. How much happiness do we have here? Plenty. So let's build over the inn, because here we lose 3 food, 3 happiness. In other areas, we lose a lot more. So like, this is also not a bad place to put it, actually. I think we can build over the inn first, though. I think that's fine. Okay, and then Savash completed the Oxford University. Can we build the other wonder here? We cannot. Okay, so we can actually build your lab then. We want that with the schoolhouse. So you do that. And then can you build the other wonder? You cannot build it either. Let's see if we can find one of our cities that can. You can actually. Now we can put it here and get an adjacency bonus. We do lose a terrace farm though, but I think losing this terrace farm is fine since we can technically improve this woodcutter or this rainforest with a woodcutter. So let's do that because I kind of want it to be closer to our districts, at least the ones that we have available. And then that way we can get as much adjacency as possible. So only 4 turns for that one. And then you, I think we're just going to keep putting specialists back here. Okay, because you're pretty far behind, I will say, which is not amazing. Not amazing. Okay, Choctaw, where is your schoolhouse? Because we want to stack this on here if we can. So there's university. We break down the university and put up our lab. So let's do that. And then, oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're absolutely going to take the artifact. We lose 275 culture. That's fine. 100% we're going to take the artifact. Okay. How many artifact slots do we have? We have so many already. Like slots, I mean, not artifacts themselves. Huh. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe we should be overbuilding more then. Darn. But I don't really like to overbuild that much. Only when it makes sense to. Okay, that makes this a little bit more tough. I guess we might as well start moving toward these natural wonders and excavating those. Okay, you can't do anything here, so let's have you move down. You are waiting. All right, you are, I guess, are settling. Now, are you connected? Oh, wait, hang on. We need you to build something. Wait, you have growth, right? Yeah. So let's have you grab the elephants. And then let me have you build your fishing key, which we can't have you build here, apparently. I guess it has to be adjacent. So what's closest? It's like straight down the middle. Let's put it here. Okay. You're still not connected, though. I must be missing something, right? I have to be. Because Takume is connected to Kathmandu, right? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy a merchant here. Now we have to wait till next turn, but I'm really curious, I guess, to why. Because I was pretty sure that in order to connect settlements across the ocean, you need fishing keys. Maybe ports work too, but fishing keys are like the minimum. And then there's a tile span that you need that, increases with age. So antiquity, exploration, modern. And then it's like 10 to 15, 20 or something like that. But then they would connect. And then ocean is usually easier to connect things with because you just build fishing keys. Apparently that's not the case because I can't get this connected. So that's kind of crazy. So his section is done. Let's actually grab another trade route with him, and then he won't be mad at us anymore. And we have to wait next turn anyway. Okay, in terms of gold then, is there anything we really want to spend money on? I guess ports? Probably not though. Increases resources that can be assigned to a city. We don't have a ton of resources. We don't have enough resources yet. So I think maybe we want to hold on to some of our gold. Normally I don't like to stockpile that much gold, but feeling like we might want to. Okay, you're going to settle here. Okay, so let's have you grab cotton, and then you can work your way toward the fish, which would also help your happiness. Oh, they are hostile now. They were not hostile a minute ago. Okay, we need to buy you something so you can defend yourself here. I will buy you a field cannon or land ship. Probably a field cannon and defensive fortifications. That's kind of crazy. Oh, we can build defensive fortifications. So that's probably better for now. Okay, and then who has negative happiness? You do. Let's give you a horse. You barely do, so you're fine. This is another one that's not connected to our trade network, which I'm also not sure how. I'll give you a horse too, just so you're not unhappy. We're gonna pull you out, throw you in. And where is this? Yeah, this is another one of those ones where it's like, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because it is connected there. Very weird. Game doesn't really tell you, like, why. Okay. Back to our resources here. Let's sort this way. Let's give this production to who needs the help with the happiness the most. I mean, Choctaw, they don't really need help, so Choctaw can have that because it needs the most production. And these fish need to go somewhere then too. So yeah, I guess Savashi can have some fish. This is just food. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that looks good. Still can't get the settlements connected, but I mean, kind of is what it is. Either I'll figure it out, maybe I'll look it up or something, because I thought I had it figured out, but I don't think I do. So yeah, I don't know about culture here. We are tied with Hatshepsut, but that just means that she probably doesn't have enough museums, so which is not really a good thing to bank on. We will probably need to work on getting the fake artifact endeavor, which is kind of far away. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but yeah, we will figure it out. I would really like to win culture this time, but we have some culture powerhouses in our midst currently. So, we're also preparing for the economic backup plan, which unfortunately also takes a little while to get to. Although it's probably quicker than getting to hegemony in the civic tree. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Figuring some stuff out. Still, some things are a mystery and unintuitive, but I mean, that's kind of how this game goes. If you did enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.